All right, welcome back. We had technical difficulties. This is actually our second filming,
Yes.
but we're going to start over from the beginning. Okay? So there has been 3 train wrecks, and it's a terrible thing with toxic chemicals. This is going to affect the land badly, especially if there's going to be any type of rain or weather. It's going to contaminate the soil for large areas. I'm not even going to speculate about what's going on. All I can say is you don't have to stay there. If you decide to stay there, you deserve whatever you got coming. All right. This is why I have been saying about this program of buying land and relocating out of the country. If we do it together as a joint body, then we can move together as a team. Yes, it's going to take some substantial giving, but it's better to be out than be in. Okay? That's all I have to say about that. Good luck. We're going to start now with chapter 2. Okay? So, and we journeyed into the wilderness by the way of the Sea of Suf, as Yahya had bidden me. And we compassed the Mount Jabal many days. And Yahya spake to me, saying, It is enough for you to have dwelt about this mountain. Turn you to the north, and command the people, saying, You are to pass by the border of your brethren, the children of Esau, who dwell in Jabalah, and they will be afraid of you. Be very heedful. Provoke them not. So you got no business provoking your brethren on their land. For of their land I have not given you as much as the sole of the foot. So you're not there to, you don't need to be out trying to tell somebody who you are, expecting them to give you something. They're not giving you anything. You are a fool if you think that. You shouldn't be out on street corners trying to yell the scriptures out because you have absolutely zero understanding. The scriptures is for you, is not for them. It's for them when they join with you in the work, but you not working. And I don't care if you have a job in captivity, that's not working. You haven't begun the work until you've given to come out of the land and come into this land and begin to build our nation, like I said, according to this instruction manual.
Right.
Okay? Provoke them not for their land. I have not given you so much as the sole of the foot, for I have given Mount Jabal an inheritance unto Esau on account of the honor which he did unto his father. So that belongs to Esau.
And that's down by Saudi.
Yes, that's in Saudi Arabia. You shall buy, this is important, fresh provisions. So you can buy food and meat from your brethren. Fresh food and meat. Okay? From them. Because does it specify fresh?
Yes.
It didn't say buy old, stale, canned up stuff?
No.
It said fresh, right?
Fresh. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so buy fresh provisions of them. And it says for silver, which is just money. That you may eat. And water shall you buy with silver to drink. Now, we pay for water.
Yeah, we buy water. Yes, sir.
Basic. To drink. Be careful that you vex them not. So you ain't got no business being disrespectful or feeling nothing. You know what? Don't vex them at all. Honor and respect. Now, I did a class on honor and respect. It's one of the prerequisites. Before you even come to start studying and learning the law, you have to have honor and respect. And honor and respect is not based upon how you feel. It is rendered regardless. Okay? And that's even before you come out here. Honor and respect. You shall not vex them, for Yah your Allah has blessed you in all the works of your hands. So now the Most High says, I'm putting a blessing on your hands to do the work. Well, if you don't start the work, then you never see the blessing.
Right.
He has supplied your wants in thy journey in the great wilderness. For these 40 years has the word of Yah been your helper. You have not wanted anything. So the same way the Most High was with them 40 years in the wilderness, he'll be with us for the next 40 years till we get out of the wilderness. Till the wilderness process is done. Because it's starting now. So we passed by our brethren, the sons of Esau, who went in Jabalah. Now, they went to Jabalah.
Right. They
following
did.
the instructions. Who dwelt in Jabalah from Elat and the fortress of Tarnagola, and turned and went by the way of the wilderness of Moab. And Yah spake to me, saying, Thou shalt not aggrieve the Moabi, nor make war against them, for I have not given you their land to inherit, because I have given Lekiah for a possession to the children of Lot. And Anthania dwelt in it of old, a people great and many, and mighty as the giants. So these are other peoples living here too when they took it. The giants who dwelt in the plain of Gihon-Bir were also reputed as the giants who perished in the flood, but the Moabites called them the Emetani. Okay? So there were these other peoples here, and they were considered giants, but these our brethren put them out and got their land portion.
Right.
So you're going to have to squeeze in. You just buy some land here, squeeze in, buy on your promised portions, and you can keep it forever.
Right.
And in Jabalah dwelt the Genosiah in old times, and the Bani Esau drave them out and destroyed them, and dwelt in their place, as did Israel in the land of their inheritance, which Yah gave to them. So the children of Israel in Moses' time only went around to the places which was promised to them. So did Moses see the land?
Yes.
He did. He wasn't allowed to go into and take the capital city region. So the land of Israel today was just the capital city.
Not the entirety.
It was a bunch of regions and environs that were given to each of the princes that we may be in a dwelling, a capital dwelling. And then you have your farmlands in different areas throughout the other land as prescribed.
Right.
It's not like the map of America, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. It's not like that. Right? It's like, well, the 5 boroughs is the 5 areas for 5 kings of Israel. If you know about New York, you know New York is divided into 5 boroughs. Then you take those 5 boroughs, and 1 borough belonged to Pennsylvania, 1 borough belonged to California. It's like that.
Right.
It's not the way you guys are familiar with. It doesn't work that way. So in order for you to learn the old borders and the ancient places and how we lived and coexisted, mingled together with our brethren, right? Then you're going to have to come back and restart from the beginning. Now arise and pass over the stream of Tarvaiha. And we crossed the stream of Tavaha. So now you see every time the Most High says to do something and they did it, you can see that the Most High was talking to them
at that time.
to do it. And then the bits of information that wasn't for that time, you go back to the beginning, Exodus chapter 19, I believe, or 20, and he says, "For I brought you up from the land of Egypt and rescued you from the house of bondage."
Yes.
One set of instructions for one time period. Okay? One set of instructions, and it's for one type of time period. What time period are you talking about? For coming out of captivity and going back into the land. The same way as it was for Moses, it is for us today.
Yes.
We receive the same instructions.
Right.
However, we don't go and try to do what Moses and them did.
Right.
We have a separate set. Even it's written in the same place.
Yes.
It is a separate set of instructions.
Yes.
And the days in which we came from Recongia till we crossed the stream of Tavaha were 38 years, until all the generations of the men of war were wasted out from the camp. So now it takes them 38 years to get from Recongia to the stream of Tavaha. Right? Until all the generations of the men of war were wasted out from the camp of Israel. So this is after that whole Joshua scenario. But a plague also from Yah had scourged them to consume them from the host. So it's not that they just died of old age. Every problem that came in was killing them.
Yep.
What? No, not everybody, just the ones who came out of Egypt and at every turn had something to say about going back. Because you getting ready to come out of America. One way or die there, one way or the other, it don't matter. Somebody getting out. The ones who get out, don't say how good it was.
That's right.
Right? I don't want to hear no but at least coming from the peanut gallery. Right? 38 years until the generation of Moab wasted out the camp of the Lord as Yah had sworn to them. But a plague from Yah also had scourged them to consume them from the host, from the congregation, until they were brought to an end. And when all the men of war, the makers of the high places, the makers of the churches, that's what a high place is, okay? A high place is a place of worship, okay? A place of religion. That's why it's called a high place. So all the makers of the high places were consumed by dying out of the host. Yah spake with me, saying, you are this day to pass the border of Moab towards Lachias. Now, I also want to make sure you guys understand, right? These same people are going to die out among us now. That's what all this is about.
Yeah.
So all the religious leaders to the children of Israel are going to die.
Yes, they are.
All of them. Camp leaders, church leaders, Islamic leaders. If you're trying to get the children of Israel away from this law, the law of Moses, you're going to die. Okay? It doesn't work. It won't work. This is only for my people, though.
Yes.
Your people, your law is perfect. It works. Do what you want with it. It was given to you. However, mine, don't touch them. I'm just telling you, the Most High is jealous. He don't want you doing this to his people.
That's right.
If you're not going to govern them by this law that I'm teaching, because you don't know this law. I know you don't.
Right.
Okay? If you don't give him this law that I'm teaching, he'll kill you and your followers that follow after you.
Yep.
Just want you to know.
Mm.
But coming near over against the children of Ammon, you are not to vex. So we're not to vex the people of Ammon, nor provoke them to war, for I have not given you the land of the Beni Ammon for a possession. I gave it an inheritance to the children of Lot, for the sake of Abraham's righteousness. So Lot and Ammon and Jordan, it's not for us. But you and Ammon, that's old Ammon. Nothing old Ammon. I'm on the edge of the city, on the outskirts. I'm in the north, in the mountains. Yeah, my space. Difference. If you don't know the borders, you don't know nothing.
That's right.
That also was accounted a land of giants. In old times, the giants dwelt in it, and the Ammonites, the Ammoni, called them Zimthani, a great people and mighty as giants. So they're just a great people, as mighty as giants. Okay, so they were considered giants before. So just the same way, all these nations is considered giants to us. Because we don't have a nation, we don't have a country, right? You claim where you were born, but you don't have a nation of your own.
Right.
Well, now we're going to carve it out. We'll be back right after this. I was keeping this open.
Okay.
All right. We're back. So,
Now, here it says, but coming near over against the Chermon, you are not to vex nor provoke them to war, for I have given you the land of the Benjamin for possession. I have given it as an inheritance to the children of Lot for the sake of Abraham's
righteousness.
righteousness.
So, a mom belonged to them for Abraham. I don't care. That doesn't, you see how I say, like, what's theirs is theirs, and what's ours is ours, and we have a right to go and possess what's ours. You just buy it back.
But then when we go to Deuteronomy 1 and 7, it's
No, that's not yet. We didn't get there yet.
Oh, we didn't get there yet. Okay.
Okay, we didn't get there yet. I'll get back to that. See, she's cheating now because we did this reading like we do for the first time every day. It'll be fresh. Yeah, don't worry. We'll get there. You'll see the secret. It'll come out. Give me a second. We go back.
But for Abraham's righteousness, that because when you remember when Lot was in Sodom and Gomorrah, I know we haven't gotten there yet, but when he was there and Abraham, prayed for Lot, and look what came out of that. Not just his deliverance from Sodom and Gomorrah, but even a possession of land.
Right. That's what happened. Okay.
Wow.
So a people great and mighty as giants.
As giants.
Okay. But the word of Yah destroyed them, right? And drove them out before them, and they dwelt in their places. So people move out, new people move in. As he did for Beni Esau, who dwelt in Mount Seir, for he destroyed the Hor before them and drove them out, and they dwelt in their place to this day. So Mount Seir belonged to Esau to this day. Mount Seir. This is how you know, like, it's not what you think it is.
Right.
Before 70 years ago, there is no borders here.
Right.
This land belonged to this one, this one, and you can travel freely and move about. This new border patrol and all of this is all coming down. It's coming to an end. After this war, will be no borders again. You'll know the land by area. This area belonged to this one. This area belonged to this one. He's over here. Even this his land, he lived on another side. And the rest of the escaped of the Canaan, right? The people of Canaan, which dwelt in their cities of Dephia to Gaza, the Kapotki, who came out of Kapotkia, destroyed them and dwelt in their place. Arise, take your journey. Okay, listen, invitation.
Yes.
Arise, children of Israel. Right now, this goes out to those of you who have been stirred to understand it's time to go. Well, in order for you to go anywhere, you're going to have to be part of a community. If you get up and go to Africa, you're not going to be part of a community. You're going there to be fleeced. That's why the West and everybody else is getting ready to move into Africa, because after this war, when their lands are decimated, they're going to want to go there and plunder there and get reestablished and reorganized, and the war will follow there.
Right.
That's why all the money's going there now. Oh, it's the new land of opportunity is Africa. Are you dumb?
Can't see the setup.
America was the land of opportunity. They came, they plundered, they colonized, they pillaged, they destroyed, they eat people, and now they're looking at the next place because this one, we're going to wash it out. Don't worry about it. You stay there. So arise, take your journey. That's the word. That's important here.
Yes,
arise,
it is.
take your journey. And pass over the river Arnona. Behold, as I have delivered into your hands Sihon, the king of Heshbon, and the Amorah, and his land. Begin to drive them out and to provoke him to wage war. Today I will begin to put thy terror and fear upon the faces of all the peoples which are under the whole heavens. Wait a minute. And that time he told Moses, you just go and take care of Sihon.
Right.
But for us,
Yes.
we scattered all over the world. The Most High says, now I'm getting ready to put the fear of you under everybody under the whole heavens. Who shall hear the report of thy virtue? Now, virtue is work, right? And you don't have any until you begin this. Okay, if you go to Africa, that's not the virtue. You're not on your land, buying your land. You're just doing more business to be destroyed. Like it's being destroyed now in America and will be destroyed in America and will be destroyed in Africa too. If you set foot in Africa, it's going to be a long walk. Oh, it's going to be a long walk. They walked over there. They're going to walk back. If you get in on this, it's a shorter walk.
Right. And the fear on the others got nothing to do with knowing that you're Israel. It's about the work.
Okay?
Oh my goodness.
And it says, by thy virtue, that the sun and the moon have stood still and have ceased from speaking their song for the space of a day and a half, standing still in their habitation until thou hast done battle with Sihon, and they will shiver and tremble before thee. This is the prophecy given to Joshua. What? Because Joshua came and the sun stood still, but it's a prophecy. This sun don't stop for Moses.
No.
But it stopped for Joshua when Joshua had to come back and start taking back the land from people. And I sent messengers from Nahardea, which is by the wilderness of Kedemoth, to Sihon the Amorites with words of peace, that I would pass through thy land by the way which is the beaten road will I go. I will not turn aside to do thee harm on the right hand or the left. I will buy fresh provisions with silver to eat, and thou shalt give me water for silver to drink. I will pass through, as the Beni Esau who dwelt in Jabal and Moabi, who dwelt in Lekiah have done to me, until the time that I have passed over the Jordan into the land which Yah giveth us. So now you're looking at this and you're saying to yourself, hey, what is the fascination with the land over Jordan? This is the capital region. Again, the headquarters for all the 12 tribes is on that side in Jerusalem, the capital city region. It's the region. The state of Israel today is not just this one little Jerusalem place that they're doing with this religion. No, it's the whole area, because that whole area was for the capitals of the 12 tribes. All the capitals are there. All the princes, the great Sanhedrin, the capital cities are there. It's Jerusalem, right? So the capital of the state of every tribe from Asher to Zebulun is all there. Okay? Their countrysides are in their appointed places, scattered throughout the land, mixed and mingled amongst their brethren, the children of Lot, the Moabi, and Saudis. Right? The Ammanim, the people of Oman. It's all over.
Verse 20.
I will pass over the Jordan into the land which Yah our Allah giveth us. But Sihon, the king of Heshbon, was not willing to allow us to pass through his borders, for the word of Yah our Allah had hardened the form of his spirit, and made his heart obstinate to deliver him into thy hands as at this day. So Joshua defeated King Sihon of Heshbon. And Yah said to me, see, within the space of a sun and the moon, I have begun to deliver Sihon and his country into thy hands. Begin thou to cast him out to inherit his land. Sihon came out to meet us and all his people to do battle at Jahaz. And Yah our Allah delivered him up before us, and we smote him and his children and all his people, and we subdued all his cities at that time, and destroyed all the towns, the men, the women, and the children. We left none to escape. Only the cattle we took for prey, and the spoil of the towns which we subdued, from Auror on the bank of the river Arnona, and the city which is built in the midst of the river, unto Gilad. There was no city too strong for us. Yea, our Allah gave all of them up before us. Only to the land of the children of Ammon we went not nigh, nor to any place over the river Jobeka, nor to the cities of the mountains, according to all that Yah our Allah commanded us. Why they didn't go? Wait a minute. What you mean? Let's go check the scripture. Turn back to Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, turn you now, journey to Arad, Hormah, and go up to the mountains of the Amori, and to the dwelling places of Ammon, Moab, and Jabalah, in the plains of the forest and the mountains of the valley. The Most High did tell them to go to Ammon, and unto Caldohi, and Lebanon, and the places of the mountain of the sanctuary, to the great river Farad, Euphrates. But they didn't go because the Most High commanded them not to go. So why would the Most High tell them to go and then command them not to go? And they go to half of the places. Go ahead, I'll wait. Because he's talking to two different time periods.
Yes, he is.
The time period when they came out with Moses, and to us.
Yes.
The time that you come out with me.
Right. You can't read this law like a storybook.
Well, you can.
Well, you know what I mean, like how we've been taught in school.
You can.
Oh
It don't
yeah.
mean you should,
Should. Right. Yes, sir.
but you can.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can.
So they went to the places the Most High commanded them. I'm asking you to arise now and let us journey to the places where the Most High commands us of this generation. Right? I'm asking for the collection to build the sanctuary, same way Moses did. The Most High told you the sanctuary is in these places, the dwelling places of Ammon, Lebanon, right? Down to Kaiserine, down to Ashkelon, which will come available later. We have to start at one. So we'll start here in Ammon, right? We're in the northern section in the mountain because Ammon has grown from from that time till now. But we will take this northern part and we will begin our dwelling here. Then we will buy more land as it becomes available after the war.
Right.
The war won't be forever or long. It'll be a long war, but it won't be what you think it is.
Right.
Okay? It's going to follow the children of Israel to chase them back over the next 40 years. There'll be a lot of wars and battles and hardships. It's going to be an up and down kind of thing. So make your choices, make your decisions. It's going to be a tough 40 years. It's 40 years of you getting whooped
Right.
back to this place.
Yeah, and the thing is, we don't have to try to seize the land with battle because that was already done.
Well, it's not, even that it's already done. You know, think about this for a second.
Yes, sir.
We're not fit.
To fight?
You're not fit.
No, we're not.
Okay? Stop. Zip your lips.
Right.
You don't have no forward outpost to gain any tactical advantage in any type of hostile takeover. We don't need that anyway. Just come by land and be peaceful.
Right.
The Most High said you are to go into the land unarmed. Joshua went armed. We are not armed. You can't get on a plane with your weapons of war. It won't work.
No. Not at all.
Don't tell me about your guns. We don't need guns. We need plowshares.
Yes. We need the land.
Take the land, farm. Everybody will fight. It will pass right over you. It will, but not in the country of your captivity. And I'm glad some of you staying over there. To tell you the truth, huh? You know what I'm saying? The worst of you, woo, it'd be good to have you going.
We're going to verse chapter 3.
Okay, so we going into chapter 3. All right. And turning, we went up by the way of Mathnan, and Og, the king of Mathnan, came to meet us, he and all his people, to give battle in Edrei. And Yah said to me, fear him not, for into thy hand I have delivered him and all his people and his land, and thou shalt do to him as thou hast done to Sihon, king of the Amorah, who dwelt in Heshbon. And Yah, our Allah, gave up into our hands Og, the king of Mathnan, and all his people, and we smote him till no remnant remaineth of them in the land. Now Og had people that journeyed out of the land. They journeyed into the north, right? And if you check this, you'll find out that these giants, these people, they journeyed into the north, and they were driven out by the children of Israel. They were driven out by Bani Esau. They were driven out by the Bani Ammon, the Bani Moabi. They were driven out by the Egyptians. If you check Russian history, these are the sons of Og, the Nephilim. Ta-da! Ta-da! I mean, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I did a whole video on that before previously, but it's called, Enoch, the origin of white people according to Enoch.
Mm-hmm.
But, it is what it is. So moving forward, and we subdued all his cities at that time. There was no city which we took not from them. 60 cities.
Yes.
60. 60 cities. 60.
Yes.
There's 50 states. Could you imagine they took the capital city of all 50 states at one time? Cities.
Mm.
The whole boundary of Targona, the kingdom of Og, in Mathnon. All these cities were fortified, surrounded with high walls, shut up with gates and bars, besides open towns, very many. So they took 60 cities in every town that belonged to Og. They didn't take nobody else's stuff.
No. Only what was Og's.
They took from Og because Og didn't belong here in the first, no way.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you don't know how to follow the instructions. You don't have understanding like you think you do. So now the Most High is now proving it to you because everybody had time to teach this and nobody did.
That's right.
And we utterly destroyed their cities as we did to Sihon, the king of Heshbon. So destroyed we with every city the men, women, and children. But all the cattle and the prey of the cities we made a spoil for ourselves. And at the time we took from the power of the two kings of the Amorites the land beyond Jordan, from the streams of Arnona unto Mount Hermon. The Sidoni called Hermon the fruit-producing mountain, but the Amorite called it the snowy mountain, because the snow never ceases from it, either summer or winter. All the cities of the plain, and all of Gilead, all of Gilad, and all of Mathnan, unto Seleucia and Edrei, and the cities of the kingdom of Og in Mathnan. For only Og of Mathnan remained of the giants who perished in the deluge. So Og was before the flood.
Yes.
So after the flood, these people that they're calling giants is the children of Og.
Og.
You see? They had come and moved down into these regions. This is where you get Abu Melech, who fought Abraham. Right? This is how Ham and Nimrod got so great and large and multiplied so quickly. This is how Egypt also began to grow because they were interbreeding with Og of Mathnan, who came with Noah aboard the ark. But you don't know that yet. Og didn't survive the flood because of no righteousness. He just jumped on the ark in the last minute. It was open to anyone. Og came on his own. Okay? Behold, his bedstead was a bedstead of iron. So Og had an iron bed. Behold, it is placed in the archive house in Rabat of the Beni Aman, 9 cubits its length and 4 cubits its breadth. It is the cubit of his own stature. And this land we took in possession at that time from Aroer unto the border of the river, and half of Mount Gilad. And the cities I have given to the tribes of Reuben and Gad. So now you see more than Reuben and Gad had cities as well. But the remaining part of Gilad and all Mathnan, the kingdom of Og, I have given to the half tribe, the remaining part of
Right.
Gilad. So again, all of Gilad not given to Reuben and Gad.
Right.
So I tell everybody the divisions is not what
You think.
you think. It's not like it is now. But the remaining part of Gilad and all of Mathnan, the kingdom of Og, I have given to the half tribe of Manasseh, and the limit of the region of Targona and all Mathnan, which is called the land of the giants. When you go up, when you get here, and we start going up north into Jerash and Salt, you're going to see, they'll tell you, yeah, we call this the mountains of the giants. This is where Og used to live.
Yes.
You see? We'll be back right after this. All right. And all Mathnan, which is called the land of the giants. So, like I said, if you come, you'll see as we go up into the areas where we're purchasing land, they'll tell you this used to be called the land of the giants.
Yes, it is.
Okay? And Jair bar Manasseh took the whole limit of the region of Targona unto the limit of Corze and to Antikiros, and called them by his own name, Mathnan, the towns of Jair unto this day. But I gave Gilad to Machir, to the tribe of Reuben and the tribe of Gad. I have given from Gilad unto the river of Arnona, half of the valley and its limits, unto the stream of Jubika on the limit of the children of Ammon. You see, these borders is not what you think they are.
No, it's not.
It's not situated that way. They are different. So you have to live in peace with these other people.
Yes.
Okay? So if you're not buying land and building your own, you can't complain about what you don't have. It's not like
Right.
you couldn't come and buy it or you couldn't participate in buying it, right? If we got 1,000 people and we form a neighborhood with 1,000 people, that's 1,000 people established. If we buy the neighborhood with 10,000 people, that's a town established. You can build your cities as you need, your lands and farms and everything. You can build as you see it, as the instruction guide you. But you're going to have to come together
Right.
to a central point.
Right.
That central point is here. You're not going to be able to formulate it on your own. And you don't have time to wait for somebody that you want to do it.
And you know, too, was in when we were reading prior, when it talked about for our provision, our fresh provision to eat and all stuff, to buy with silver. It's like, okay, you give into their economy pretty much for your basic need to come through. We must understand, yes, we're buying land, but we're only coming through until an appointed time.
Right. That's it. You're passing through till an appointed time, right? So this is all one step.
Right. And where we're building is just in our brethren land that is here.
Right.
We're not.
It's even your land
Yes.
that they have consumed.
Right.
Buy it back.
Yeah.
It's for sale.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
To the tribe of Reuben and the tribe of Gad I have given from Gilad unto the river Arnona, half of the valley and its limit, up to the stream of Jubika on the limit of the children of Ammon, the plain also. So there is a plain. It's on the backside though.
Right.
Okay? the Jordan, the boundary from Genesar to the sea of the plain, and the city of Tabaria, which is by the Sea of Salt, the limit of the outflow of the waters from the heights to the east. I command you, the tribe of Reuben and Gad, and the half tribe of Manasseh at that time, saying, Yah, your Allah, have given you this land, right? And has given this land to you to possess it, but you are to go over armed before your brethren, every one girded for the host. Only your wives, your children, and your cattle, for I know that you have much cattle, shall abide in your cities which I have given you, until the time when Yah will have given you rest, to your brethren as to you, that they may also possess the land which Yah your Allah has conferred upon you. Then you shall return everyone to his inheritance, which I have given you.
Okay. This is something I've noticed when we were reading here.
Yes.
The rest ain't until you have the land.
Right. So that's why I said, when you come, you receive what you need. You take a land portion, but we continue buying back the lands as we can and gathering back the people as much as possible. Everybody is working in and for the same cause to buy back all the land portions and get all the cattle and all the crops growing. And we self-support ourselves
But there's no rest until we
you
possess
possess
the
the
land.
land, all of it.
All of it. Not part of it. All of it.
As long
Then
as
you
it
can
takes,
rest.
then you can rest. You see? So that's why the one pocket system is from the law. It's not my own devising. It's not my plan. It is what the Most High said to do. So I said, give to this, buy the land, come. More people come, more people work, more people give. More people give, more people come, more people work. Buy more land until we possess back our own towns, cities under our own governance, our own providence. And I instructed Joshua at that time, saying, Thine eyes have seen all that Yah thy Allah hath done to these kings. So will I, Yah, do unto all the kingdoms to which thou art passing over. Fear them not, for the word of Yah, your Allah, fighteth for you. So now, again, you'll see what you think is a conflict. He said, go over into the land unarmed. But he told the children of Israel in that time, go over into the land armed.
Yeah.
We cannot travel armed.
Right. Because it specifically says at that time.
But at that time,
Yeah.
go over armed. You have to battle with Joshua. The next generation, they won't.
Right.
And instead of doing 80 years, like Joshua,
That's right.
we only going to do 40. Right? There's a 40-year processing. That's it. You have, from now, we have another 40 some odd years to finish. What? The learning of the law and to prepare to enter into the Jubilee. So we got 40 years of buying land, of gathering ourselves, and to get into Jerusalem. It's a process. Okay, we're not going into Jerusalem unprepared and Jerusalem being undeveloped. We must have full sufficiency going in there. We cannot appear before the Most High empty-handed. So we have to now develop a prerequisite to appearing before the Most High at the appointed time. We have to develop ourselves to have self-sufficiency. sufficiency.
efficiency. We have to get reestablished. We have to get built back up.
And it start with land.
Starts
So
with
we're going to
land.
exchange all our money for land before the dollar fall. Get rid of it and have land. Better to be land rich than you have millions of worthless dollars in your hands after the fall of a nation.
And those who are watching are so concerned about what happened with Bank of America with the money and stuff. You know what? You can't just send the money over here and we can put it into buying the land. And at least you know where your money has gone to, and you don't have to wait to call customer service.
Okay? And I sought mercy at that time before Yah Allah, saying, I supplicate compassion before thee, O Yah Allah. Thou hast begun to show thy servant thy greatness and the power of thy mighty hand. For thou art Allah, and there is none beside thee. La ilaha illallah. Yeah, you mad? I know you is. This is the Shahada.
This is harder.
There is no God but Allah. La ilaha illallah. For thy glory dwelleth in the heavens on high, and thou rulest upon the earth. There is no one who can work according to thy working or thy power. Let me, I pray, me, this me, I don't know about you. Let me, I pray, pass over and see the good land that is beyond Jordan, that goodly mountain on which is builded the city of Jerusalem, and the mount of Lebanon, where the Shekinah will dwell. Okay? Now I'm praying the same thing Moses is praying. Me. Okay?
Yes.
But Yah was displeased with Moses on account of the people, and received not Moses' prayer. But Yah said to Moses, let it be enough for thee. Speak not before me again of this matter. Okay? So now that's Moses
Yes.
at that time. That's not me.
Yes.
I get a yes. I'm getting a yes. I got a yes.
Yes.
Moses got to know, because Moses had the issue at the rock of contention.
Yeah. Reckon gear.
Right. Go up to the head of the mountain and lift up thine eyes to the west, and to the north, and to the south, and to the east, and behold with thy eyes, for thou shalt not pass over this Jordan. But instruct Joshua, strengthen and confirm him, for he shall go over before this people and give them the inheritance of the land which thou seest. And we dwelt in the valley, weeping for our sins, because we had been joined with the worshippers of the idol of Peor. Okay?
Yeah.
So now Moses is upset. Aaron passed, his sister passed, and now he also passes, not getting to the capital city, right? Not having established the fullness of the kingdom from the place of rulership, the capital city. And he dwelt. Oh, I did that already.
Yes.
So now, tomorrow, we're going to start to hear the statutes and the judgments tomorrow.
Yes.
So stir yourselves up, shake loose the change from your pockets, and let's build our nation.
Yes.
We have the instructions to do so, and it is not a forbidden thing.
No, it's not.
Okay? You're coming to farm and build dwelling places. That is all. Nobody is going to crack the sky and ride over on flying horses. Spaceships are not coming down.
No, because they're shooting.
They shooting them out the sky now. So nothing is coming to take you from anywhere. You had better go down to your local airport and get on those chariots and come over here.
Book a flight with Expedia.
Okay?
Oh, goodness.
I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Better get on some Qatar Airways.
Ways, yeah.
They nice. I'm telling you. They
Yeah,
real
Qatar
nice.
is very good. Very nice.
I like
Very nice.
Qatar. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I'm supposed to be a spokesperson for it, but I just don't follow through with the paperwork. Like, I don't care because I don't want it to be about making money or anything.
Right.
It's really about you.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, I was going to do it for the discount for you, but I know it ain't even worth it for me to press the issue for you and become the spokesperson for Qatar when you didn't even buy your land. So what you coming to? Why give you discount tickets for a land you didn't pay for? That's disobedient. I don't even want you here if we don't buy the land. So if we don't own the land, you can forget it. I don't care. It's you. You the disobedient one.
Yeah.
What? But nothing.
That's right.
Everybody got a but. And right now, your excuses is talking out of yours.
Yeah.
And it stinks.
Shoo-wee.
So that's my point. Y'all do what y'all gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you right now, tomorrow, when we get into this and we start reading the statutes now. So now the laws, the commandments, the statutes, and the ordinances, all of these things are being explained layer on top of layer. For what? For you to have reasoning and judgment, to know the beginning and the end of a decision. Your decision set your path. So now I'm giving you reasoning. Ain't no sense, it's common sense. Of all the five senses, common is none of them. Taste, touch, smell, and hearing, and vision. These are your five senses. Now, what governs your senses, the five senses, is your reasoning, your judgment. Now I'm giving you judgment. Nothing is hidden. Here's the laws, here's the punishment, here's how we set it up, here's how we organize it, this is who we appoint, this is why we appoint them.
That's right.
If you don't accept what I'm telling you, you already had 3 trains blow up today. How you get 3 trains to blow up on the same day? That's a coordinated assault. I don't know who did it, but I can tell you one thing. It's not looking good for you. I'm good.
Didn't they have their balloon satellites blow up?
Listen, all of that. Yeah, I got this. This is all what's happening. It's all where you at. Balloons, UFO shootings, and train blowing up. Yeah. Sit right there, fool. Explain to me how it's a government plot and a ploy from right there. You in the fire. You in it. Trying to explain what the government is doing to you in it.
Oh my goodness, we're retarded. Retarded. Oh my goodness, retarded.
It is what it is. I just wanted you to know. So
Wow.
enjoy, all right? That's our time for today. One step at a time, one day at a time. We're going to get into chapter 4 tomorrow. Enjoy yourself.
Yes.